And Luka Doncic has set down after 45, 12, and 8. Here he is.
You guys clean up what happened on the defensive end, particularly those first three quarters when you gave up 96 points.
Yeah, I think our defense lost us a game today. I think our star on defensive end was terrible. I know we can play way better defense, and I know we will next games.
Luka, Jason said that he thought that you were able to get kind of whatever you wanted tonight. How did you feel about what you were seeing and, how you were able to kind of dissect what they were throwing at you?
I think I missed a lot of layups that I shouldn't make. But I don't think the offense was the problem today. I think on defensive end, I think everybody was just a little bit lazy, especially on the first half. We got to change that.
Luka, are you okay running up 44 or 45 minutes, especially when you're taking a lot of shots, some of them in places where you don't want shots?
Yeah, I do. No. I feel good. I was way more tired than you did. I think it's because of the altitude, but I felt way better today, playing all those minutes. And it's playoffs, I'm ready for that.
Luka, did they guard you like you expected them to guard you? Where they mostly just doubled they mostly switched and stayed home?
I think they switched when Maxi was in. I know they switched when Maxi was in, so he couldn't get a shot. But sometimes they switch, sometimes they play drop. Mostly they play drop when DP was in. So I expected some of those things, yeah.
And then how does it change for you offensively when you guys go small and Dodo's at the 5?
I think we just gotta attack more paint. It's a little too much step backs for me. Attacking the paint is our little weapon. I think when we do that, we can score easily, especially with 5 out. They have big rotating, and we gotta attack more than paint.
Max, you talked a little bit about the defensive rotations for you guys and the communication on the defensive side of the ball being part of why they had so many open looks. I imagine, obviously, Wednesday night it's going to be just as loud here as it was tonight. How can you guys improve the communication to not allow as many wide open opportunities for them?
Yeah, I think the communication wasn't good at all today. Especially in the first half. It's a loud building, man. The fans are very loud here, so it's gonna be tough. I think we just gotta be more together. Tomorrow we walk through and get our defense together. But the communication is gonna be key in the next games.
We've got time for one final one in Spanish on Zoom. Eric.
Hola Luca, Eric Mora de Telemundo Dallas. Dos preguntas en uno. Tu reacción, por favor, lo que opinas de la derrota del día de hoy y cuáles son las cualidades que tiene el equipo que puede hacer que revierte esta situación en el juego número 2. Gracias.
Bueno, hemos perdido por nuestra defensa hoy. Creo que no hemos jugado muy bien, sobre todo detrás y sobre todo del inicio. Y bueno, tenemos que jugar como somos nosotros. Cada partido, nuestra defensa tiene que estar a alto nivel. Thank you.
The defensive scheme that the Suns are going to incorporate moving forward, knowing that perhaps Luka's going to be able to get his 30, his 40, his 45. Who is it that you're looking to offensively?
Well, I have to be looking at Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what those guys are brought in here to do. And Jalen Brunson has probably been one of the better stories in the playoffs, and Spencer Dinwiddie was brought in here to take some pressure off of Luka.
Let's hear what Coach Jason Kidd has to say.
We talked about it, turnovers, and then we just didn't get off to a good start, but we didn't give in. We kept playing. We talked about it at halftime, being only down I think 13, that we've been here before, and we think at some point we cut it to 4, as we've done in the past, and I don't know if we had a good look at 3 that we missed, but we just couldn't get over the hump. But we didn't. This is probably, I think, the first time we've had a slow start in the playoffs. But I like the way we responded.
Jason, what did you think of the way that Luka was playing against what he was facing on defense, and then in contrast, what he was able to kind of get from teammates to support his big scoring night?
Yeah, he got whatever he wanted. When you look at the shots, in the paint, behind the arc, mid-range, and then also I thought he got his teammates some great looks that we normally have made. But I thought he played great. We didn't play him the whole game, but again in that fourth quarter, those guys started to get a rhythm and started to play a little bit harder. But I thought he played great. I know he's going to look at those turnovers and say that he could be better, but he did everything to help his team in the position to try to win on the road.
What's the challenge, Jason, when you get down so far, so quick like that? And also just tell us what you got out of Maxey tonight.
Yeah, I thought Maxey and Luka in that first half kept us afloat because we could have easily been down 30, at halftime. But Maxey and LD were good. And then looking at getting JB going there in that second half and Spencer, we got to do a better job there. But I thought Maxey and LD were great in the first half. And as we just talked about, LD was good in the second half too. We just got to help him get someone, to join the party.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. Jason, is there a tempo that you're hoping the Mavericks, that you guys play this series at? It seemed like Phoenix pushed it more towards their average tempo than yours.
Yeah, I thought that the tempo was great for us. We got a lot of good looks at the three that we just didn't make. So I thought the tempo was good. The only issue with our tempo is we got to rebound the ball. We gave up 13 offensive rebounds, and you're not going to beat Phoenix if you do that.
How much of the 121 that you guys gave up, how much of that is defensive, things that you guys can clean up, and how much is just aggressive shot making, especially in the mid-range?
Yeah, they shoot the ball well. They shot the ball well. They shot 50%. I believe they got the shots they wanted. There was some times there when we got some misses that we just couldn't come up with the rebound. But they played a great game. But when you look at the first half, giving up 69 points, I think there's a 17-point difference from the first half to the second half, and we got to be more in the 50s if we want a chance to win.
What do you think of the lineup with Dorian at center? And is that something that you think can play for heavy minutes in a series like this?
Yeah, I thought Doe was great at the 5. He's showing that he's not just a wing player, but he can also be a big. So he was again. I thought he was good for us playing the 5, and we're going to see. We're going to continue to put that lineup out there.
Jason, it didn't look like the length of Phoenix bothered Luka much, but do you think it bothered Spence and Jalen when they were, especially Jalen when he was trying to get into the lane and finish?
Yeah, that's a good question, Vince. I don't know. You're going to have to ask them. As a coach, you just try to put them in a position to be successful. And I thought we were just rushing a little bit there because we got off to a slow start, and I thought we started to speed up a little bit on those shots that we normally get to just take our time. But we got good looks. The game of basketball is about makes and misses. We didn't shoot the ball extremely well there in that first half, and so we just got to bounce back.
Jason, I'm not sure what he ended up with, but can you guys win this series if Ayton keeps shooting 75 or 80% or whatever it ends up being and dominating like that?
Well, we're going to try. We said it before the series started. He's different, and he helps their team. He's a big that can score the ball and rebound the ball. So we got to do a better job there at that position of being a little bit more physical and making it a little bit tougher on him.
We'll do one final one on Zoom. Christos?
Hello, Coach. We're doing well. If you look back in the series against the Jazz, if you look at the game, what gives you confidence that your team, that your players gonna respond in the game?
What gives me confidence? I've been with these guys all year, and they tend to bounce back, and so that's what we believe. We'll talk about it tomorrow, the things that we have to do better if we want.